up and going now. All right. Looks like we're up and going now. Got the mic and the video and everything going. Boy, technology has come a long way. I didn't realize I was going to have to make so many steps to be able to stream. Actually, I thought it was kind of easier to use the regular camera and stream, but the quality of streaming cameras isn't that great. It really isn't. Um, the phone works a whole lot better, but then you have to go through a bunch of steps to be able to do it. It's probably easier once I get more used to it and um, figure out, the technical stuff. So, what I wanted to talk about is two things. One, over here, I'd like to help people. Well, not help people. What am I saying? I just would like people to think. You know, I want people to think and be open to ideas that are different from their own. Right. So I'd like not necessarily for people to agree with me. I don't need a bunch of people to agree with me, just so that I get you to think about things. That's all. Here a different perspective, here a similar perspective, here where I may, even if we think the same, a way that a different thought process that gets us to the same, in conclusion. Something that I find interesting, other than saying I want people to think, is understanding that there's so many different people, so many different personalities out there that it's nigh impossible to make sure that you find exact matches and people that think the same way, right? Even in religion, right? Even in religion, when you follow religious doctrine, there's a lot of times where there's a word of text or something going on where one person interprets it one way and another person interprets it another way, and they may have a debate on that. And here it is, this is plain text, but people, will receive it differently and think about it differently. So just to have people thinking. Um, what else? Oh, the other thing was doing the right thing because it's right and not because you'll be compensated for it, you'll be rewarded for it, you'll be thanked for it. I mean, all of this pretty much falls under the same category, but I'm just trying to give you different ways that you can understand it. Uh, do the right thing because it's what you want to do and it's because it will make you happy, not because it'll make anybody else happy, it'll impress them, it'll get them to do favors or reciprocate for you, because a lot of times it will not happen. And if you're looking for that, if you're looking for that thank you, or if you're looking for that wow, or if you're looking for that um, reward, like I said, and you don't get it, you can be highly, highly disappointed. And that shouldn't be. You shouldn't be doing something and be disappointed behind doing it. You should be doing something and feeling good about the choice that you made. So if you are going to do right by folks and you're going to do the right thing, only do it because it makes you feel good. A lot of people get so frustrated, I see, by doing things. And let me be clear, you can still get frustrated, but try and check yourself. Perfect example. I hold the door open for all women. No matter whether you're 1 or 100, I'm gonna hold the door open for you if you're a woman. A lot of times the ladies won't say thank you or even acknowledge you. They just walk through the door and you're like, dang, that stinks. So I'm not saying that I don't understand that. I do understand that. Be quiet, Volcano. I do understand that. Sometimes it does get frustrating that they don't say thank you, but I did it because I opened the door because I know that it's the right thing. It's because it's what I wanted to do, and because it makes me feel good to be a gentleman. And I believe that's part of being a gentleman, open up doors. That's just one example, one easy example that everybody can understand. But do the right thing at your job. Do the right thing when you're out on the street. Do the right thing when you don't think anybody's looking. You always want to do the right thing for yourself if you're going to do the right thing. Obviously, the world is full of people who don't do the right thing and do wrong by people. I understand that. I'm specifically talking to those individuals that want to do the right thing or want to feel good about the choices that they make. Only do it for yourself. If you do it for anybody else, it's going to be a mess. I'm hoping that those two just small nuggets help people what, think outside the box or be willing to hear other people's perspectives. A lot of times I find myself, an example of this, I'll find myself tuning into channels or to people that don't share the same ideas as myself. I already know they don't. Going in, I know they don't. But I want to hear why they think the way they do, what's the reason behind it, and also could I be led to think that same way given what they say, given how they present their argument or whatever. If I can, great. If I can't, then I stick to how I think and I keep it moving. But I know going off rip that a lot of things that they talk about, a lot of things that they feel don't align with me. But I want to hear the other side. I don't want to always be listening to people who think like me because it's too one-sided. And we know that the world and life is not just one-sided. There's so many different sides, so much gray area, so much room for improvement, to mess up and make mistakes and to come back, to do worse. Obviously, if you can improve, you can do worse. There's so much different stuff out there. I hope that just talking to you guys, it doesn't have to be live. I'm just doing live right now. I plan on doing a bunch of recorded videos, but I'm just getting live right now just to see how to do it and just to figure out and get good at coming on when I want to come on and talk. I really don't expect people to tune into me. I'm nobody, but I want to talk. I want to get out what the things that I want to say. So, just I hope to be able to have people enjoy the things that I have to say, agree with them somewhat, disagree with them somewhat, discuss why they disagree with them, and have other people start conversations with each other. I think, hands down, that YouTube's the best part of YouTube is the comment section. I love great videos. I love good content, but I find myself so many times just listening to the content and scrolling down to the comment section to see what people are talking and how they're reacting to things. I find it hilarious. Sometimes I just get taken out of other things that I might be doing or thinking about because I'm reading the comments and I just fall out. Either they're funny or they're thought-provoking or they're mean. There's just the comment section for YouTube is where it's at. So I hope to be able to read interesting comments and post back if people do end up liking me. Obviously, if I get a bunch of people watching me, I can't respond to everything, but I'm trying. I'm certainly going to try because the whole point is to get people to think and to get people to talk to one another in a respectable manner. And just say, I don't agree with you. We agree to disagree. We can, talk it out, hash it out, or even not talk it out. A lot of times I'll find myself that I will type comments, and then before posting it, I'll delete the whole thing. I wrote out my feeling on what was said in the video or what I read somebody else say, and I'm like to myself, how does my comment add to what's being said, what the video is saying, or what the comments are being said? Will it be taken the way I intended? Because typing doesn't really always reflect the way you think it. Uh, Even speaking sometimes doesn't reflect the way you think. How many times have we had a boneheaded said something boneheaded and didn't mean it? It just came out the wrong way. So I'll type it and then I'll delete it, or I'll even hit send or post whatever, and I'll still delete it because I'm like, you know what, this isn't constructive. My opinion on the subject matter doesn't help. It doesn't change anything. It doesn't. It doesn't bring value to it, and I just don't feel like not bringing value to what's being said or what's being done. Sometimes I'll find myself typing 2 or 3 times in a comment section and just still deleting it. Really wanting my voice to be heard, but realizing that my voice not only is not heard and is not important. And that's how I feel sometimes. I don't know if anybody else feels that way. I know there's a lot of what do we call them, keyboard warriors and all that other stuff. I don't really find myself to be that type of individual. I enjoy talking. I enjoy communicating. I enjoy sharing ideas, and I do like voice of my opinion. But I don't feel like a lot of the stuff that I watch or that I would comment on that it'll be valuable. I don't know if that makes any sense. Uh, but yeah, I hope to drop a bunch of videos on here, and they're not all going to be serious like this. Just talking about different things. Uh, hope to hope you guys enjoy it. If it's just something to do for a little while, I hope you guys enjoy it. Honestly, it'll make me happy if you guys actually enjoy it.